Hey guys, you curious about what's going on in the Stockton housing market since the rise in interest rates? Then stay tuned. We're going to get into the May 2022 housing report. Richard, let's get into it right away. What do you have for us right now?
Well, if you'll take a look at the chart here, our red is the pendings. We went up pretty good for about 3 or 4 months, now down just slightly, but looking quite a bit like this time last year. Great news is listings are up from 171 to 202, and sales dropped some, which is a little weird with the pendings as high as they were, so maybe they're not closing yet or some fell out. But David, you want to give us a little better comparison on that?
Yeah, I just think looking back a year ago, it's a very, very similar chart to what we had 1 year ago. The only exception is we have about 44% more homes for sale April this year versus April of 2021. So that's a great thing if you're a buyer, you have more to choose from right now. I mean, just last year at this time, there were only 140 houses came on the market, which was an all-time low that we had ever seen. We had that dip of low months of inventory.
Yeah, big time.
So hopefully getting back to normal here as we get into the spring and the summer months. Let's look at how fast homes are selling. Like I said in the intro here, we did have a rise in interest rates. Let's see how it's affecting things with the home sales.
And if you'll take a look, the days on market are even back down some more, down to 17 from this time last year. Well, right around 16, but down from the last 3 or 4 months. Still not enough listings for the buyers, but looks like it's trying to improve just a little bit.
Yeah, and our list to sales price ratio, which is the green line across the top of the screen there, in the last 2 months, the data was that homes are selling for 103%, which is over the asking price in the majority of cases. This will be interesting if that trend continues. Rates have gone up from February to about May, the filming of this video, about 2%. So it's gone from 3 to 5. So it'll be very interesting to see how it affects the market moving forward. Now let's take a look at the average sold price in Stockton for April of 2022. All right, the average sold price in Stockton for April of 2022 climbed again last month to $491,000. That is a 13% gain over 1 year ago for the average sold price in Stockton. A year ago is at $434,000, as you can see up here on the chart. Even from 1 month ago was $478,000. So just over the last few months, we've continued to see this gradual increase of the average sold price, which is a good thing.
And on our last chart, we're going to show you the months of inventory, because on the other chart we showed that the listings went up a little bit. So did this one, from 0.6 to 0.8. Good indication, you know, a few more listings out there for the buyers. Still incredibly low, where normal should be, I don't know, more like 3 to 4, maybe even a little higher. So we're going in the right direction. David, with the numbers we went over, what do you predict for the next few months?
I'm predicting, obviously, I think listings are going to continue to rise. There might be a little bit of buyer hesitancy as they're trying to digest this new rate frame we're under, you know, 5.5% or so. Buyers are having to digest that and internalize it to make sure they're okay with these new payments, because a house they would have bought in February is now costing them about $500 more, you know, on a $500,000 house. So that's can be a tough pill to swallow. You definitely have that FOMO, the fear of missing out, and they're just hoping, crossing their fingers, that rates will go back down. I'm not so sure that they're going to, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you hit on something there. Maybe that rush we had in listings and even the sales a month ago is because of the rates starting to go up, and people are saying, I'd rather have it at 5, 5.5 than where it might go. So we'll see in the next few months, but my prediction along with you is I think we're going to continue up a little bit, and it's still going to be a seller's market for a little while. I'd say summer is going to be very strong.
Yeah, even given the data still here right now, it's still considered a seller's market. On this chart, 0.8 of a month, anytime you're below that 3 mark is really still considered a seller's market. So if you're thinking of selling, it is still a great opportunity to do so. I don't want to discourage you, the buyers though. The buyers, some of the very, very first time entry-level buyers who had a hard time qualifying may be not able to qualify any longer because of the rate increase. That can make it less competitive for a lot of buyers in the marketplace. It will eliminate a lot of the multiple offers on properties. There could be some still, but maybe not as competitive as it was before. So don't be discouraged if you're a buyer in today's market.
Yeah, a little less buyers, a little more listings,
a
little better for you buyers.
Closer to a normal market, and that's something
a little bit closer.
That's something we're hoping for. So thanks so much for watching this month's, I should say, housing market update for the month of May 2022. We'll come out with the housing market each and every month. So if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next month.